senior moment here. Where am I?
It's your turn, Walter.
And now, the Outstanding Project Award is presented to the Autry Museum of the American West. For its projects, California Continued and Tending the Wild, these projects exemplify the Autry's commitment to telling stories of the American West clearly and emphatically by empowering Native voices.
Thank you very much. I want to express the deep appreciation on the part of the Autry Museum of the American West for the recognition of this particular project called California Continued. I will always look back on it, I think, as perhaps the most important project I ever oversaw during my tenure, which is not yet quite at an end, but it will come to an end at some point, as director of the Autry Museum of the American West. I don't think that lots of people realize that the Autry actually holds one of the two great collections of Native objects in this country. I have been privileged to be associated with museums, both museums that hold those collections. And so this project was very important to us. Our mission is to tell all the stories of the American West, and certainly the stories relating to Native peoples in California comprise a very, very important component of the telling of those stories. The effort of this project was marked by two things. One was to recognize the authenticity and the authority of Native voice in telling those stories. And this particular exhibition and ethnobotanical garden relates to ecological and environmental knowledge. And so the effort was to begin by recognizing the connection of Native peoples themselves with the telling of that story. And the second aspect of it was to make sure that somehow those stories are connected to the world outside of Native communities, where the relevance of those stories can be emphasized and can become true, and that all people can recognize the knowledge that sits in Native places. And in this case, it was the mission of the Autry. I would also say that we had a little bit of a leg up. We kind of sneaked inside, because at the time that this project was taken on, I, a Native person, was the director of the museum, and the chairman of the board also happened to be a Native person. So we had kind of an inside track, but it was a project true to our mission. And I appreciate very much, again, this organization's recognizing the work that non-Native institutions, which technically the Autry is, have to tell the story as it really is. And you contribute to that work, and I applaud you for doing so. And I thank you very much again.